She pees in the house.
Stay.
Nice work.
Yeah. Yeah. She pees in the house. It's not good. Break.
Yeah,
so, how
good
old is she?
girl. Year and a half.
Year and a half, yeah, that she shouldn't be peeing in the house. Because I doubt she's marking. That's the thing. She's probably not marking. She probably just finds it more comfortable to go in the house, right? Maybe they use pee pads or whatever. Maybe they just, she never, was kenneled appropriately and as you know, potty training. But that's not good. What's good about this training is, and why the pottying is going to go away, and why we haven't seen it and we probably won't see it, is because we can apply structure. And structure simply allows us to know what the dog's doing. So they're not having all these unwanted experiences. Meaning, I'm not cooking dinner and my dog's doing whatever for that hour. And then I'm like, oh crap. And I turn around and I see they ate a pillow. They pooped behind the couch, you know. And it's like, well, now I can, you can always put the dog in the kennel, of course. But now I can say, hey, place, the dog's there. I know what the dog's doing and it's just avoiding patterning unwanted behaviors, okay?
Good
Peeing in the house is
girl.
one of them. Good
Yeah.
girl. Also, we regulate our dogs' potty breaks. We don't talk about that often, but we do, even with our own dogs that we live with. We don't have our dogs aren't coming up to us and saying, I have to go to the bathroom now, you know? Or going to the door and saying, I have to go to the bathroom.
Scratching at it.
Scratching and barking. What we're doing is we're giving the dogs a break every 2 to 3 hours. So they are getting fulfilled and they know if they come up and bother us for anything, say, hey, I need your attention, that they're gonna get corrected. Now, if it's an emergency, it's different, but emergencies happen so rarely. And you can tell, But it just puts the dog into place. They know they're not to come bother you for stuff. We'll let you out and go when we let you out. Okay, good. Okay, why do we do this? Because if we allow our dogs to tell us when it's time to go potty, when it's time to eat, when it's time to drink, when it's time to play, then we've instilled in the dog, within our relationship, within our dynamic, you're allowed to come to me and tell me to do stuff. However, as the dog, I'm not going to listen to the stuff you tell me. And then it's not so fun to live with each other. It's not as fun or as optimal funness as we can get out of the relationship. Because as soon as they listen to us, we can do more with them. Their life is better. They just don't understand that. So, she goes home and she's on your schedule. We have to be responsible enough. This goes for, this is just a broad statement. But we need to be responsible for her schedule so that she's taken care of, meaning her exercise, her water, her food, her snacks, her sleep schedule. Everything is put into our day, okay? She's not telling us when she needs to go to the bathroom unless it's an emergency. We have those occasions like every now and then, but they know they're waiting, okay? Also, it promotes, and how do they tell us? They tell us by getting higher up in energy. They tell us by doing a few spins over here, barking at you. Even for like food, I'm hungry, they come to you, they bark at you. This is all in the natural world. If she does that to a pack member, it's because she's above them. It's because she cannot get away with that with a higher ranking pack member. They'll correct that behavior every time. Now, if nature does it, then we can do it. And if we do it, we get the benefits that those dogs who do it to her get, which is respect, okay? And with respect, when she looks at us at a different angle than she used to, all of her choices are different. You go from that 50% of the time sit that she came in with, which I think was less than 50%. I think it's less than half actually, judging by the surprise that she actually sat, to 100%. Okay? Good. Good. Now, she's smart. She's smart, but when she came in, she's unfocused. Lovable, but unfocused. Excited, but unfocused, and also insecure and underdeveloped and lacks experience in the world. So everything's kind of scary. She's kind of like this, and she's happy. Even when she's happy, there's this little bit of insecurity. I can build her confidence up, and I see it. You'll see it here and there. You'll see her start to build. By the time she leaves here, her confidence should be good. She shouldn't be carrying herself like this. She should be experienced and understanding of the world and her place within our pack and carry herself nicely. Good girl. Now, good. Let's see some recalls in space, because this is simple, basic, but very telling on where the dog is up here. Sage, come. Good. Took the long way around. Good.
Better than the opposite way.
Good. Oh yes, I like them right there. Good. And look at all the reward.
And
Good.
she is trying.
And that's yes, very much so. The style that I generally try to take is that she's going to solve that on her own. So I shouldn't have to, I'm not gonna do a whole lot of work to get her to solve. She's just gonna realize that it's quicker just to go straight to me. And if I use pressure on, pressure off stuff, she wants to turn the pressure off, she's going to see that this takes longer to turn it off. And I might reset, meaning I might walk a couple steps away from you to reset, and now you have to close the distance. The dog just realizes it's more efficient just to go boom. And so you'll see. You'll see it happen here. Stay. Good. I'm gonna release her and give her a little breather, right? This is break.
Yeah, good
To
girl.
celebrate what she already did. Yay. Oh.
Huge shift
Aw.
since day one.
Oh, she's proud.
She's no longer trying to run away from us. She wants to be near us. She wants to listen. She's looking at us for direction. She feels good.
I'm so proud of you. She likes her affection. She likes her affection. Big fan of it. Okay, all right. Stay. We'll use the stay. This is just real basic. Come. Yay!
Nice
See what I mean? Like,
work.
just straight to the next time.
Look at that
Good.
position.
Good. Oh, that and the pride in it. The pride and the carriage of the body. Just like she knows she's getting it right and she knows that I'm proud of her. So now we're going to start getting a dog who not only confident, but prideful and listening. When they come in, they're not prideful for listening. They spite it. They actively ignore it. They actually engage in obstinate, like saying, I'm not listening to you. Actively ignoring or even pushing against the authority. That's their association to authority. Now we're going to see her start to see like I have an opportunity for him to be proud of me. Or I cannot listen and then he's going to punish me. And I don't get that good feeling. So the contrast, this feels super good because of the contrast of the punisher, right? If she makes a mistake, it's like, nope, a little punishment. And I withhold all that extra rewarding affection I'm giving her, that appreciation. Like, I'm proud of you. You see how heavy I'm giving it? And I just kind of like, I don't give it that heavy. And then when she tries, I give it heavy, and she's like, I like that better. I like that better. I know what the other way is. I prefer this. And now that's also, it's good training. She's learning her commands, but it's also what we refer to as state of mind training. We want the way they look at us to be a certain way. So all those little disrespects are corrected, right? But anytime a dog is giving us respect, we make sure we let them know that we appreciate that. And it actually would change the way that they view the human, which changes the way they behave for them. Okay? Good deal. Stay. We're gonna up it a little bit here. Come. That's a girl, that's a good girl. Whoa, good girl. Holy smokes. I mean, that was just, did you see that?
Good girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Stay. Very nice. No, stay.
Pressure's on.
Sit. Good.
Pressure's off.
Stay.
Pressure's on.
Good.
Pressure's off.
Stay. I like that choice. Very good. Okay. The reason why this is our foundation, the foundation is recall and stay. And then we build onto that. The recall will become the heel. All right. The stays will become sit, down, place. Okay. But recall and stay is because we can get our dog out of any situation. First of all, because we can get them out of any situation, we can put them in the situation. The reason we can't make progress is because we can't put them in a situation because we don't have control over them. So once we get recall and a stay, we can introduce situations in which they struggle, which means we're being extra productive. We're not only teaching the commands, we're putting context to them immediately to show the dog how they should feel about the commands in real life, not just in training, right? It's not just like we're just like throwing a party and you're in, you know what I mean? We're kind of in the classroom kind of thing, and then the dog knows it's all simulated. This kind of feels like real to the dog. They're learning the commands in real time, and here's what's cool is the commands, that is their alternative behavior to their bad behavior that they used to do. So you'll see a dog use these commands to keep themselves out of trouble. This dog just put themselves in a down. She put herself in a down, and she used it. I didn't tell her to down. I said stay, and I said stay on purpose. I could have said down, and I said sit too. But after that sit, I said stay because she was going to break again. She said I put myself in a down. She used the down, and that down got her out of conflict, which means it's valuable, which means she'll use it again. You see what I mean? It's not just a trick. We're not teaching down like a trick, okay? It's a coping skill. Good. All these commands are going to be coping skills. Good. Sage. Good. Sage. No. It's okay. This is part of her learning how this operates. Stay. Good. Stay. Good. Okay, good. This is very common if you watch our videos. It happens a lot. We want the name. The dog's doing, she's doing great, by the way. Good girl. The name means look at me and then take direction. What she's currently doing, which pretty much all the dogs do when they come in, you say their name and they guess what you want them to do. So I say her name and she thinks it's a recall, so she starts, you know what I mean? Instead of, and that's her jumping to conclusions. She's guessing. We don't want that. The same as when I'm talking to Julie, I'm gonna say Julie, and she's usually going to look at me and say what, and then we're gonna have, either I'm gonna ask her for something or whatever. Now, if I said Julie and she just started guessing what I wanted, things would fall apart within our house pretty quickly, and we're a partnership that runs this house. So I'd like her to know that her name is just simply look at me, listen with an open ear to hear what's coming next. And sometimes it might just be, good girl. I just want to let you know you're doing good, keep doing it. Or it might be a recall, it might be a release, or it might be go lay down, right? So we say the name, we get the eye contact, good, we get a pause, then I give her the direction, okay? Good. Sage. Good girl, stay. Good girl. Okay, mistakes are gonna be made right now. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Yes. Good. Good. I'm gonna walk her through this so she gets an understanding of what this means. Sage. Good.
Nice.
I love that.
Teaching her to look up
Okay.
for the answer.
Now notice where I'm going. I'm going away from her eyes, so she has to look at me. It doesn't make sense for her to be looking at me and be doing this. Sage. Good girl. See that extra affection? Good, stay. I mean it. I appreciate what she's doing. I'm proud of her. They feel that, that's rewarding, okay? You ever feel the feeling of when you do something and like a teacher's proud of you, your parents are proud of you or something, it's like that really rewarding feeling? That's what the reward is, you know, I'm offering her that. Good.
Good girl.
Sage, good. Break.
Yeah, Sage. Good
That's
girl.
Break.
Good girl.
Yeah, that's right, you did.
Good girl.
I know. We are doing the basics, and once she gets these, she's gonna feel so good because our interactions are gonna be clear. She's gonna understand them, and with clarity, it's gonna come to confidence. She's gonna have that understanding. Where the kind of slinking is, she's just like, I don't understand the world already. I'm already insecure, and now you put me in a program where I have to learn. It's like a week from when she gets here, you see the confidence. She's like more confident than she was before she came, right? Good, good. Yes, I'm proud of you. And she's getting the recipe right for a relationship. She likes to be told she's doing good. That is so important that a dog cares about that heavily because it's so easy to get. We can say, hey, good job, and the dog, if it means a lot, that's all the reward we need for moving forward, okay? And, you know, affection, petting, and all that. Of course, we're gonna be living together, so there's the big reward, is we get to share our lives together, right? She gets to be a part of a life more, right? Good girl.
Aww.
Okay. Now this is hard. This is very hard, and these are probably boring videos to watch, and it's probably hard to even understand what we're doing, but a lot's being done. It's just very subtle. Sage. Good girl. Stay. Good. That's brilliant. Okay, you see that? Now, if I can get rid of all that stuff you've seen before, and I say her name, that's what I want. Okay, good girl. Good girl. And now she feels better. She's like, okay, good. 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 I love that so much. You're doing so good. Break.
Whoa,
Yeah.
good girl.
Wow. But you can see how it's hard for her. So she's not going to feel great when you're handling her until this is cleared up. And this is a part that if we look at you, she feels good. She's, I'm starting to get it. Relieved. She won't feel as good if she's always just guessing and quickly, like you say her name and here she comes. And you know what it's like to live with a dog where it's like, you're living with them, but it's a liability. You open the door and it's like, oh, there they go. It's like, I hope nothing happens. That's how she's living. Now she's gonna sit back and she's gonna wait. She's gonna look at us for direction in all the situations. Somebody comes, she should look at us and see what she should do. So it's gonna make her feel better because now she's following instead of trying to be independent or trying to lead or something like that. Good girl. Very proud. Hard. Good. I put a lot of the answers early on in my hand, meaning I can tell them what to do and release them, especially the release with my hand, because I can put my hand up here and they'll look up here, right? That fades off so we can just use our words, but in the beginning it really helps to give them this. This is going to give them the answer. Break.
Yeah, good girl.